Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of my podcast where I interview YouTubers. It's actually called Secret Interviews YouTubers. I'm here with my good friend, GrumpyOwlGaming. How are you doing?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I just asked you that.
What? I know, and I said hey, and then I was like, "Hey, how you doing? How you
I
doing,
asked how.
Zoo?"
Alright, so I was like, okay, so I'm doing
I'm good.
fine.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
doing good. I'm doing good. I am here. I am caffeinated. I had to wake up at 6:30 to take kids to school. So
Alright. When you say caffeinated, how heavily caffeinated are you?
I have had at least 3 cups of coffee.
Right. So
So,
I've had none. So what
oh no,
I think we're on different levels here.
we're
So
on way different levels.
yeah.
That's okay. I'm still pretty chill with coffee, so it's
Okay,
all good.
well that's good. So now if you've watched my podcast before, you know what's going on. I'm going to ask Grumpy some questions. It's going to be just like a conversation. We're going to learn a bit more about Grumpy and about his channel. And hopefully by the end of this, you'll know a lot more about this guy. And you'll go check out his YouTube as well, because he has a lot of great videos. So I'm going to ask you the first question I ask everybody, which is how you got into Minecraft.
So my Minecraft story is pretty much a lot like Captain Obvious that you had on last time,
Mhm.
Sean. I actually started on the Xbox 360. I got it from my wife for my birthday, like right when it came out. So yeah, I've actually been on because from the 360.
So when you first got it, were you like, oh, this is brilliant? Or did you like, oh, was it okay? And then you just kind of moved away for a
I
bit?
I got pretty addicted pretty quickly
Right.
to it. I was just this type of game is just kind of in my blood anyway.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot of like SimCity, and
Right.
I was a big into Legos and things like that. So it just fit really well.
Yeah. That just makes sense because a lot of people who like Minecraft often gets called like the Lego version of like
Oh,
video
totally.
games, which I can kind of see.
Oh yeah.
So I think that it does have a big influence. So when you got first into Minecraft, obviously, were you into like survival or creative, and like what was your thing on Minecraft?
So I think when I started Minecraft on the 360, I don't know if there was a creative.
Right.
Like there was a whole time period where like creative like wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Um and so I don't think on the original like 360 edition that there
Mhm.
was a creative. I don't remember going into creative originally.
Well, that would make sense because when it first came out on the computer, there wasn't a creative either.
Right.
So they may have just followed the same footsteps.
Well, that was the thing with Minecraft on 360 is that like it was really behind
Yeah.
on updates, like
Yeah.
really behind.
There
I
was.
I think when it came out with like Java had the horses,
Yeah.
like I don't think that happened on 360
No.
for months, like almost a year.
They kind of started basically starting again with the game in like a beta version on the Xbox,
Yeah.
which it's interesting that so many people have sorted out in the console version. Some have stuck to it and some have moved on to the PC. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the console or the PC?
I prefer the PC, but mainly because of the I guess I don't play the console version that much anymore.
Hmm.
So I think like just I'm so used to the PC version
Yes.
that and I like having the ability to kind of customize things too.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that, like being able to actually go in and change a texture or change we used to not have resource packs for 360, like you just couldn't get them.
No. Yeah. I remember.
So it was always nice to be able to come in and like just do some custom stuff, and the community servers and stuff were a lot better on PC.
Yeah, that's also a good point because Captain always said he's never ever played on servers.
Right.
Obviously on Xbox when it first came out, I'm guessing there wasn't really any big servers. I think there is now though, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean there are well, the way like it's still working, I think, is that you have to basically, I think with Xbox One you can have up to 16 players now or something like that.
Right.
But it used to be you could only have 8,
Right.
and it
I'm with
was
you.
kind of yeah, and you just had to know people. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like it was you could only do your friends. Like there wasn't any actual servers. Now I
Yeah.
think there's like a mini game thing that's all set up and
Yeah. So when you're on your PC on your Minecraft, like,
Mhm.
and obviously you got your own series and do all your own stuff. Do you ever play just for fun? Just
like
not to
on
record.
Minecraft.
Yeah, like you're not
Just
recording. You're just playing for fun.
I have so many like I do play Minecraft a lot when I'm not recording, but it's usually for stuff that I'm going to be recording for later.
It's off camera stuff. Yeah.
I will straight out tell you, while I am doing this interview with you, I am taking this time to go into my home series world and actually like build some stuff. So I'm actually doing it right now. But that's kind of what happens. It's not because I don't just want to play, but it's just I have very limited time to actually record things.
Yeah,
so
I understand that.
I need to get all my building done before the next recording, and that happens basically when I'm playing. But it's still enjoyable. It's what I like doing in the game, so why not?
So would you very much call yourself a builder in Minecraft more than anything else?
Like my favorite type of build?
Like obviously some people have creative, some people have survival, but there's so many different subcategories of survival. Like when you're playing Minecraft, what's your favorite thing to do? Like, are you a builder? Would you say?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm absolutely. Talk to anybody who's actually played the game with me, like on an SMP or something like that. I'm the worst Minecraft player in the world. Like, no kidding. Like, I starve to death all the time because I'm too busy building. I've also gone through where like I will be just building something and I'll be 2 or 3 blocks like above the ground, and then I'll drop down and die because I only have 1 heart left because I haven't been thinking about it. And I'm a terrible Minecraft player.
I kind of get that. A lot of people are so focused on creating they don't think about all the side stuff, which is kind of fair enough, really. Now, a lot of people who I talk to, they also have Twitters, and I know you have your own Twitter following, and you're quite what's the word? I would say you're quite popular on Twitter. You have quite a lot of followers, and whenever I see your tweets, there's always lots of people commenting. So how did you get did you have your Twitter before or after Minecraft?
I had it actually not until I started actually a YouTube channel. This is actually my second Twitter account.
Right.
Because my first one, I had I was friends with somebody like a long time ago that we were joking around like on Twitter. And I basically was like pretending to be her, and on Twitter, and one of her followers or something like that like reported the tweet, and so I lost my entire freaking Twitter account. And like she even contacted Twitter. She's like, guys, this is a joke. Like, give him back his Twitter account. And they're just like, you broke the rules, so you're not allowed to have it. And like she felt really, really bad, but yeah, so I lost my first Twitter account because one of my old friends, like, people reported the tweet that I was pretending to be her and had no idea about the context of what was happening. So it sucks, but it's okay. I was able to kind of take this one and just rebuild it. And this was actually originally my wife's Twitter account a long time ago. And now she has a new one. So.
You were like, yep, I'm going to take this from you. You can start a new one.
Well, it had the most like followers that we had, like similar. So it wasn't like it was kind of like okay, everybody still knows me type of deal. But it was definitely like, I think I lost maybe like, I don't know, like probably 200 followers just from them not knowing I was switching over. This was years ago too.
So how long have you been on YouTube, like recording?
So my YouTube channel started in November of 2014, but I didn't really actually start recording until probably February of 2015.
Right.
So I've been on for about 3.5 years now.
Right. So I know when you first started though, you weren't actually called GrumpyOwlGaming, were you?
No, I was actually Ixon08, which was my like tag for everything, for my Xbox and for like my Minecraft stuff originally.
Right, because I went back on your channel, I looked at all stuff, and all your episodes, and because you started with an SMP, didn't you? And it was like playing.
Well, I started out with a tutorial.
That's it. It was tutorial seasons. That's it. And it was
and then
every episode,
then I jumped to the SMP.
Yes, that's right. I remember now. And what was this Ixon thing? Is that your name, or where did Ixon come from?
So Ixon is actually my wife's creation from back in college. We used to play D&D, and she made a character named Ixon Bensvilk. and
Right.
Ixen Bensvelk is from the Draconomicon in the 3rd edition, and it means fire good, and
Right.
so it's a just play on that and whatnot. But it was originally her name creation, so I just took it and kind of just enjoyed it, and I don't know, I always liked it. So.
Yeah. So what made the transformation from Ixen to GrumpyOwlGaming? Because obviously you couldn't think of two more like completely random, nothing to do with each other names.
So Ixen was kind of just getting. I don't know. I wanted to start more of a branding type thing for my channel.
Yes.
Like I wanted to have a mascot and a logo type of deal and stuff. And so I had the Grumpy Owl SMP, which ran for a while. And after the SMP, I was just like, I really enjoy that, the Grumpy Owl thing. And so I just kind of took that and just was like, hey, I'm making this my logo, my channel, my, everything. Everything was going to be Grumpy Owl at that point.
Oh, so you actually had the server called... Did you own the Grumpy Owl server then?
Yeah, no, I ran the Grumpy Owl server.
Right, because I saw that, and I just assumed that you changed your name then. But
yeah,
that was actually the name of the server.
Yeah, that was the name of the server. That was not even my name.
Right, I'm with you. And then you changed your name after that.
Yep.
Right, okay, that makes a lot of sense, I guess. So, now, on your channel, I've talked a lot about Minecraft, but you don't just play Minecraft, do you? You've played quite a range of games, really.
Started out with the first game I ever played that was not Minecraft was actually this War of Mine, which I don't even know if that video is still up or not.
Right.
But it was a great game. It's by 11-Bit Studios, one of my favorite studio developing studios. They're the ones who did Frostpunk. So if you watch that on my channel, then that's who did that game too. They're really into humanitarian stuff and going into the human thought process.
Right.
And I really enjoy that.
Well, you're still playing Frostpunk on your channel now, won't you? You're still doing that series, yeah.
Frostpunk is done. It was only an 8-part series. I made it to the end of the game. Actually, my second playthrough ever of that game.
Right.
So I was really impressed because there's a lot of people I've seen start playing that game that are like, okay, we died, we have to start over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. But I have also played things like Fallout. I've played things like Skyrim, the typical stuff. I had for a while I was doing a relaxation series, which had to do with really inexpensive or easy to obtain or free indie games. And one of my developer buddies, Rias, actually, I was really big into his games, and he's actually got another one coming out soon I'm going to do something on. But so I do a couple of different things. I like to keep some variety.
Well, one game that I watched, which I'm actually still planning on getting, was Stonehearth, because that's very much
Stonehearth?
That's a good game. I like that.
Yeah, Stonehearth's still going on. I'm actually planning on recording that a little bit later today. Again, that's a cool game. It's really it's been getting a lot of hate apparently.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
I think I talked about it a little bit, but what's happened is that it was a Kickstarter game.
Yes.
So, and people with Kickstarter, they complain about every little tiny thing if it doesn't happen in the release, and that's what they did with that game. There's a couple of things that were not included, like PvP into the game, and people were just complaining about it. And it's kind of just, at the end of the day, I don't feel like that's a PvP game.
No, I wouldn't. Again, even if it was in the future, it's only an early release still.
No, it's full release now. Yeah, no, it's a full release now. I was actually going to talk about that. I'll talk about that in my video probably. Yeah, it's at 1.0. They just finished it up, and they kind of gave the reason they gave is that it was just, this is what it could be. They've been working on it for 5.5 years, so they're just okay, well, we're ready to move on, and it's a pretty good game. They went really heavy development over the last year. That's the reason why I picked the game back up. I did a little tiny series a little while ago, and it just wasn't that great of a game at that point. And then for the last year or so, they've really kicked up development. It was really cool.
Yeah, because it's an open world game, isn't it? It's like a sandbox type.
Yeah, it's a sandbox blocky type of game.
I saw it because I'm into all like I know all the games compared all sandbox games compared to Minecraft, and it's kind of unfair because they're all with the games like that are different to Minecraft, but are the same kind of genre, and so that's why I found it.
Well, even like Minecraft really changed the games. Like it's one of those games that changed the whole gaming dynamic, whole the gaming industry got changed by it. It's really, people give it a lot of hate for things, but it was really revolutionary in that. You look at people that like despise Minecraft, that are only into like first person shooters. Hi Fortnite. We're basically going to take Call of Duty and turn it into Minecraft. I mean, that's
essentially what they did.
Yeah, it's the most popular game in the world right now is Fortnite, and it's literally like the guy who made it's even like, yeah, I kind of wanted to mix like Minecraft, like it's you're building things and shooting each other. It's completely Minecraft.
Even the original first person shooters, like I always feel like Call of Duty as the first person shooter, and even they added like crafting and stuff to the game after Minecraft.
Well, I mean, crafting's been a thing in games for a long time, but like, yeah, after Minecraft became really big, people just started adding crafting to everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
just adding the word crafting just made people play it.
Well, they've even Todd Howard, Bethesda, has even said he really, really loves Minecraft.
Yeah.
And he loved the whole concept of the communities in Minecraft and things like that. And that's one of the reasons why Fallout 76 is going to be such a Minecraft-y type game.
Yeah.
Is that he's super into it.
I think it's interesting how people have... Minecraft's like Marmite, isn't it? They either love it or they hate it. There's no in-between.
Yeah, I don't know many people that are just like, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'll play it occasionally.
I know people that love it, and I know people that hate it. And the people that hate it, like you said, they're always like in the first-person shooters, like, oh, that's not a real game. You don't kill people with guns and stuff. And
I just started a new series that I'm going to be shooting people with guns in Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I guess for future projects, I guess I want to talk about now. Obviously, I think is it fair to say Minecraft's always going to be part of your channel?
Minecraft, I stepped away from Minecraft on my channel a while back. Probably about 2.5 years ago or 2 years ago. I was just kind of burned out with it for a good bit, which sucks. I had just joined an SMP and I was playing through it, and I'm just like, I don't know. I was so bored with it in general, and I stopped doing Minecraft on my channel. My channel literally died. Like, I mean, I got 8 views on anything I put up. It was just done. Like, people did not want to watch me play anything else.
Right.
And
I found the problem because I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. For like the last 2 months, I've been playing non-Minecraft videos, and my views just dropped so suddenly when you don't play Minecraft.
Well, now it's something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you either have to decide that you want to, push your growth, and you basically want to just be like, okay, well, I want to be a big YouTuber, so the way I'm going to go is the way I'm going to go, and that's got to be Minecraft if that's what everybody wants me to play.
Yeah.
Or you have to decide you just kind of don't care about it as much. Like you still will care about growth, but there are times when like I will put out Stonehearth. Stonehearth is similar enough in my channel that it still does well.
Yeah.
But if I put out some weird indie game that you guys had really not heard of, I have a series. It's a little mini series. It's 3 episodes of this game called A Bird Story.
All right. I've never heard of that one.
Right, and A Bird Story is actually made by the same people who did To the Moon.
Right.
Which is a hugely popular game.
Yeah, I've heard of that game.
Right, I mean, it's gorgeous game, really well done, and it's another game by them. Now, that series still is very not looked at, because it's just kind of this weird little JRPG sprite style, visual novel game. And stuff like that will just never do well on my channel.
No.
But that's okay. I got to the point where I just stopped caring about that. If I want to start up another series of another kind, I will just do so. Mainly because I will burn myself out on Minecraft.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I will burn myself out.
I think all Minecraft YouTubers have done that. Every single one has just been burned out.
Everybody. And you look at the people who were like the big Minecrafters that only did Minecraft that are gone now. Like, because that's what started the whole like Minecraft is dying thing. Like, there were a couple of like big YouTubers that were just like, I'm done with Minecraft. I've been playing it for 6 years. And they either moved on to it or onto something else. A couple of them went on to like Fortnite, and some of them went on to just Twitch streaming. And so everybody's like, "Oh, Minecraft's dead because these 2 YouTubers aren't playing it anymore."
Yeah.
And it's like, no, not really. It's still out there. It's not as popular, I will say, on YouTube. But you also have to consider that there's a lot of things that played into that, like the recipe book actually was a big part of that. I know.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, nobody searches on Google for how to make things anymore because it's all in the game.
Exactly.
But like, there's the algorithms for that. It's also a lot of everybody already knows how to play the game now. It's not like it's a new thing.
I would say the main videos get lots of views now are tutorials when people are looking at how to make builds or redstone machines. Not many people watch Let's Plays as much anymore because everyone knows how to play the game.
Oh yeah, no, I've had conversations with people about how, like, we world builders, I guess, are pretty much a dying breed on YouTube. Like, we are, like, the only thing that makes home go from, like, say 100 views per video to like a difference of like 30 views per video is that I've kind of like tried to create something unique with it.
Yes.
Where there's a big story and like cinematics and voiceovers, including other YouTubers and like fans and subscribers and stuff like that. Like, that is the only thing that makes this series like something to watch. Otherwise, it's just another world building creative like Minecraft LP, and that's something that a lot of people like doing, but it's definitely not as big as it was before. There's probably only maybe 3 or 4 really big YouTubers that even do that, and I'm saying like really big. I don't mean just like the people like who have 10,000 subscribers. I'm talking like building with BOO 1.5 million subscriber people. Like, there's not a lot of people who do building LPs anymore.
Well, that's why I've heard of a YouTuber called Jerocraft.
Jerocraft was been around for a long time.
But he was really small for a long time. Yeah. And it's like all of a sudden, like overnight, he just blew up.
Yeah.
And he got he's a world builder as well, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he does that. He's very big into medieval style builds. And he's been around for a really long time. Yeah, I knew about him probably 4 or 5 years ago. Before he even blew up.
About a year ago, I discovered him because his videos just kept coming up on my suggested feed.
Yeah,
I think it was his transformation series that made him blow up, really.
Yeah, he did really well with that. I think he also got a large shout out from somebody at one point.
That would make sense.
Well, like, you got to remember, like Cap and I talk about this a lot, Captain Obvious, where, and we both mention it, back when, even 3 years ago, when, like, I was getting into Minecraft, and he was getting into, he was, like, doing his thing on Minecraft, and, well, not on Minecraft, but on Twitch. Minecraft, in general, was a very saturated thing.
Yeah.
You look around now, and I see people that like are new on YouTube, even people that are like friends of mine that gained up to 200 subscribers very quickly.
Yes,
and that did not happen 3 years ago. Like, you fought tooth and nail to get your videos noticed. 3 years ago, it was so saturated. There was so much Minecraft out that people just did not. There were so many good big YouTubers that are fantastic, that were doing Minecraft, and it was so easy to just go to them, and they were putting out like 2 videos a day, and it was all Minecraft. Hermitcraft was huge.
Well, Hermitcraft is still pretty huge.
Well, I mean, Hermitcraft. Well, see, this is my thing with Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft was really big in the beginning, and then it was good for probably about 3 seasons.
Yeah.
After that, Minecraft appeared. Minecraft got big, got really, really big. A lot of the Hermitcraft guys jumped over to Minecraft.
Yeah.
And because it was supposed to be more inclusive, it was supposed to be more, fun, less controlled, blah, blah, blah. And then the whole Minecraft situation popped up where they wanted to start taking creative control of the creators in the server. Like, you guys are only allowed to use these artists, you're only allowed to do this. They wanted to brand it, destroyed the entire thing. Like, Minecraft is not even talked about anymore.
Well, I thought Minecraft was out before Hermitcraft.
Well, it was, but like, Minecraft was not as popular as Hermitcraft, I will say.
Okay, I would agree with that for definitely.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say Hermitcraft was like the place to be.
Yeah, it was.
And I mean, Generic B started all that. Like, that's the craziest thing to me, is that like Generic B starts Hermitcraft.
Yes.
And then he leaves Minecraft. He leaves Hermitcraft. He went to go join up with them last season, I want to say, again, and they were like, no.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how do you tell the guy who started the whole thing?
Yeah.
Like, all these guys are so famous because of Hermitcraft.
Yeah.
But we're not going to let the guy who started that on because it's dangerous. He might stop playing. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's like, he's the hermit.
Yeah, he's the original hermit.
He's the original hermit.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a soft spot for Generic B, though. I love Generic B.
Well, I'm a big fan of Generic B as well, I have to be honest. Now, you mentioned about how they grow so fast with Hermitcraft. I know it's quite a lot of YouTubers. There's one thing about Hermitcraft is they don't only let famous YouTubers join. It's to us they're famous. Like I think when Rendog joined, he had I think he had under 20,000.
Yeah, and he's still not like insanely as popular as some of the other guys. It's really strange. And they've been very they're not super talky about how they decide either. Like,
they say it's people whose content and games are good. And you don't even have to be good at Minecraft per se. You have to be you have to be entertaining. That's the number one thing.
Absolutely, but like, they're also very quiet about what they consider like good content or not, or this or that. Like, and then there's a couple of people that I guess there's been rumors about online that like they're really big Patreon payers of some of them, and just different things. Like, I mean, it's very odd. Like, the whole system is very odd, but they know what they're doing. They're not going to do anything that's going to harm them. So right, exactly. And if something does end badly for them, they kind of just quietly push it out of the way. They're good. They're good at what they do. I'll give them that. They really are. Yeah.
But that's why they're so successful. I mean, Hermitcraft is the most successful SMP out there.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
So, if I kind of round this back to future projects, when I talk about Minecraft being per channel, are there any other things and projects and games, or specifically things you say, I'm definitely going to do in the future? Is any sort of that coming on?
Yes, I do have something that is actually planned, like I am going to do in the future. It is already set in stone, but it is something that I can't do just yet.
Right. It's all a secret.
Right. It's just kind of a secret thing. It is actually involving other people.
Well, Captain Obvious said something very, very similar to this.
Yeah, no, I know a little bit about his, I will say. Not a whole lot, but you gotta remember.
They're not connected then? Can you tell us that?
No, they're not connected. Okay. But he and I are really good friends. So it's not like he talks to me about stuff like this. But so I know a little bit about his, but no, it's not anything connected. Okay. There are some people in our little core community that are connected to it happening, but they're being very quiet about it too. So
you would hope so anyway.
They're there. Well, they better be, or
no one says
they may
anything to
find
me.
themselves not connected. But no, it's a small group of people that are connected. I think it's just like maybe Pixel Brew and Dom Retina.
Well, I love those guys, Pixel Brew and Dom Retina. Those actually, I'll put a little thing now. Pixel Brew is actually making me a new logo.
Oh, nice! Pixel Brew is fantastic.
He's an amazing artist.
I want to do T-shirts for each kingdom in home,
right?
And he created this Scorn shirt that is amazing.
Yeah.
But I have to pay, but I'm paying him.
But
like because
I'm as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really, really good friend of mine. Like, Pixel Brew's really great. I love Pixel Brew. We talk about Minecraft and all sorts of other things. But he is a professional digital artist.
Yeah.
Like, as his real job.
Yeah.
So it's not just one of those, like, hey, buddy, you want to use your God-given, I get paid for talent to help me out?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You can't do that,
he
can
makes
you?
a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes a living out of it. You got to pay him.
Well, I'm the same, because I'm a builder in real life, and if people say to me, "Oh, can you come and build me this, do that?" If my family says, "Can you come and do," I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, I do get paid for this in real life." Like,
right.
So
it's like nobody would come to me and just be like, "Hey, I need some jewelry."
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Let me just supply you all this gold for free.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's a
couple diamonds.
Yeah. So I know exactly where it's coming from when he said, you know, I normally charge this. Yeah, whatever your price is, that's great. Because I've seen his artwork on Twitter, because he has shared a few, and they're all amazing.
Oh yeah, no, he's fantastic. He's really, really good.
Now, you mentioned being a jeweler there. Is that something that you'd be okay talking a little bit about?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I know this is like non-channel related, but it's just to get to know you a little bit better. Like you're a jeweler, aren't you? Like you make jewelry.
Yeah, I actually am a certified jeweler. Like I went to school for it and everything. So like my day job that I go to is I am what's called a bench jeweler.
Right.
So a bench jeweler is someone who mainly does repair work. So like if your diamond falls out, I'm the one who puts it back in.
Right.
If you need your ring to fit, I'm the one who does that. But I do custom work as well.
I saw the snake yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's just something I'm screwing around with, like, at work, like, honestly. But I have done, like, other custom pieces. I worked very shortly for a place that's, like, specifically did custom work. But they weren't able to, like, offer me enough work for it to be, you know, worthwhile. But, yeah, we would do casting. So, like, we would do the 3D modeling. So somebody would come in with like a drawing of something they wanted.
Yes.
We would then put it into a computer program for a 3D printer. We would 3D print the piece instead of doing like wax molds, which is what you used to do as a jeweler. It used to be you would take a piece of wax, you would literally carve the piece you were doing, like a sculptor.
Yeah.
And then you would take that. There's a whole casting procedure. There's a whole mathematical equation that goes into how much like gold is going into it, like raw, pure gold, like the purest gold you can buy. And then how much, if that needs to be white gold, how much of like iron and aluminum and all these different things that like went into your gold piece to make it the color it needed to be and the carat weight it needed to be.
Yes.
And then you would use a like centrifugal force to do stuff, to actually like put the piece in, and it's very complicated, but we would do from that, like starting base from that, and then create a whole piece for somebody. So I've done that. Right now, mainly I'm just doing a little bit of mainly repair work and creation work.
So I saw him for a little bit ago. You had like a diamond in your hand. Worth like how much was it? Like 50? Was it 50,000?
So no, it's $150,000 diamond.
Yeah, like on Twitter, he just had it in his hand like this little diamond. Like this is $150,000. Well, just
now
casually.
it was a 5-carat diamond, which this is the surprising thing about that. So it's a 5-carat diamond. It's only $150,000. I will say, no, I say it's only $150,000 because it was not a great quality diamond. There's so much that goes into diamonds that, like, if that diamond were a good, like, the best quality diamond I could get, that diamond easily at 5 carats could have been somewhere around $700,000.
Right. So you work with some pretty expensive stuff.
The most expensive thing I've ever worked on was a wedding set that was like, it was an engagement ring and 2 wedding bands that in all total was like 17 carats of diamonds.
Wow.
The main stone was like, I think 6 carats. And it was worth, I want to say, around $420,000 altogether.
Huh.
So, and that's not the most expensive thing I've seen. No. That's the most expensive thing I had permission from my boss to work on.
Yeah.
Like, there are things that pass through my shop that I am not deemed good enough yet, because, like, I haven't been doing this for 20 years or anything.
Well, that's understandable, because it's so much money.
Right.
They have to be so sure.
The guy I work with, like my jewelry master, has worked with $4 million pieces before.
Yeah.
Like, in our shop. But, like, I'm allowed to look at them, and other people in the shop are allowed to look at them, but, like, only specific people are allowed to touch them in the store. Like, and that's just for safety purposes.
Yeah, well, it's like, if you drop that diamond...
Right, I mean, you're not even talking about going into the legalities. Like, there's legalities that are involved too that are just insane. The amounts of money that, like, insurance, like, we pay in insurance is ungodly.
Yeah,
you
definitely like, need that though.
Well, it's like you bring in a like $1 million diamond and you lose it.
Yeah,
like, that's $1 million right out of your pocket. Like, and it may not even be $1 million. It may be that diamond was worth $1 million 10 years ago, and now that diamond is worth like $2 million. Like, you know, it's one of those things, but it's fun. It's good work. I enjoy it.
I can imagine it's very satisfying.
Yeah, no, the building builder too. Like, you're construction. Like, you do like actual work. Like that, you get that same feeling.
Yeah,
and it's very similar to Minecraft. You get that same sense of satisfaction from laying down the blocks. And
I would say in my line of work, the pressure isn't as high though.
Right. There's not a possibility of breaking hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stones.
When I make mistakes, it costs usually like a few £100 to fix. Worst.
Right.
When you make a mistake, I can imagine it's a bit more stressing.
And that's brought into play. I mean, I am basically what you would consider a journeyman. From the crafting standpoint, I'm not a master yet. I'm not an apprentice. I am basically a journeyman. I can get a job pretty much anywhere, but I am not permitted to do the top level things like the masters are.
Right.
And that's taken into account. I mean, my boss, the guy I majorly work with, is about to leave town recently. He's about to go to Europe for like 2.5 weeks or something. So I will be the only jeweler. So they actually put out a list of things I was able to do and not able to do. And I helped design that list. I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And that was it. Like, I am not comfortable setting any large scale emeralds, which are super, super soft and can chip like crazy. So
yeah, I understand that. Well, I kind of do the opposite. Whenever I go to do work, I'll get a phone call saying, "Oh, I want this job doing," and I've never done it before. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can do that." Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And, I mean, if you're by yourself, that is something that's completely understandable. Like, that is the guy I'm training under. The guy I'm a journeyman for. He was basically thrown into it. He's like pretty much. I started work and our jeweler quit. Like, the head jeweler quit.
Right.
And he's like, so everything got passed to me. He's like, I basically taught myself how to do all this stuff.
Yes.
And this is before YouTube. Like, he's like 50. This is like 35 years ago.
Yeah. You couldn't just Google how to make something. You had to figure it out. Well, I guess that's really interesting. So, I guess we're getting on a bit now. I don't want to keep you too long, and this is a So I'm going to ask you the last question, which is, what are your ambitions for YouTube?
So my ambitions for YouTube, they've changed over time. I'm not one of those people who think that everybody just does it for fun. I do. Sean and I, Captain Obvious and I, before he put out his like big rant video, like 2 months ago or so.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we had conversations about it before, where much in agreement that people don't fun. There's way too much work that goes into it. Now, the work is fun. And it's not to say that there aren't people who don't do it for fun. I actually am blessed to be able to know the two opposite sides of that and be both people. There are people like Captain Obvious, like Sean. Sean is very oriented. Like he's business oriented.
He is. Yes.
He wants growth. He wants to get as big as he can. Now, he is not, I will tell you from knowing him so well, he is not one of the people that does it for like just completely the money. He's already done the money. I mean, he's been in that situation where he's already done the money. So he's doing it for the growth, though. I will say he wants to be a big YouTuber. He wants to make that his full-time job.
Yes.
But then I know people who could do it, but just like don't like that's not what they want out of it. One of my buddies, Rivethead, a fellow YouTuber, really, really amazing guy. And he's the opposite side of that for me. He's the guy who just does it for fun, and he just does it to have a good time. Now his channel, he's got like, over 3,000 subscribers.
Right, well, that's really good.
Right, and he does Cube World, is one of his favorite games. The developers actually created armor in the game during the next update, whenever that happens, that is actually named after Rivet.
Oh, right. That's really cool.
Like, I mean, no, he's very, very big with the Cube World community.
Yes.
And some of his videos for that get like one of his videos got like over 20,000 views for Cube World.
Yeah.
And now if he puts out anything else aside from Cube World, it doesn't get that popular.
No.
But he has never cared. Like literally just never cared. He's never once come to me and been like, yeah, no, it doesn't do that well. I'm sad about it. Like he's just like, whatever. He's like, I just play. He's like, I enjoy playing. So it's really awesome to have, and like he does, if he got the growth and became a professional YouTuber, he's like, I'd love that. That'd be the best job in the world. But he's not out to reach that.
No.
Whereas Sean is out to reach that. And so it's really cool to be friends with both of those people. And that way I can find somewhere in the middle. If I need some help with my SEOs or like views or just tags or things like that, I can go to Sean. I can be like, hey man, I want just this to do well. It's not like I have the time to be able to go full-time YouTube. So it's not something I look at and I go, I want to do this. Because I don't have the time. I also don't have the ability in my like real life. I have 5 children. I have a full-time job that I have to work. So my kids have a place to live. I don't have the time to put into doing this. Sean has even told you before that, he has the time to be able to do that.
Well, YouTube is his full-time job as far as he's concerned.
Right. YouTube is a full-time job to him. That's what he has said. I can't do that. I don't have the, the luxury of doing that. But then on the other hand, I don't want to just do this for no reason. Like I do. Right. I do like the growth. But if I get too obsessed with the growth, Rivet is always there to send me a message and just be like, hey man, are you okay? And like that's how he goes about it. Like it's really awesome. He doesn't he's not like, yeah, I see you're getting a little, like he's just kind of like, hey man, are you all right? And he kind of brings me back down to earth. And that's really awesome.
Well, it's really good that those both sides helping you.
Right. It keeps me in the middle. It keeps me knowing that I need to have fun with this. But I also need to, but there is also a part of it that's like, I invest a lot of time into this and I have a very busy life in general. And so when I put effort into this, there is a part of me, and there's a part of everybody, I think, that wants some sort of not self-satisfaction, but just gratification of time. I think, and maybe just an acceptance.
You want
I guess
to show
would be another way.
For all the work you've put into it.
Right, and that's what Sean said, that he was feeling really good about his the partnership.
Oh yeah,
It's the validation.
yeah.
Yeah, it's validation.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. People get this really confused with YouTube, where you think that partnership equals $1 million.
No.
And it really does. Like, in our DMs on Twitter. And I was just like, yeah, I was like, now you can go back to making $20 a year on YouTube. Like,
yeah.
That's literally
all it means is now you have the opportunity to make money.
Now you have the opportunity to make $2 a year on YouTube. They still don't pay very well.
No, it's you have to be like a big YouTuber to make a decent amount of money.
Well, Philip DeFranco, one of the big YouTubers that I love.
I know him.
I absolutely love. He just came out with a recent video that was talking about payment on YouTube, and he was saying that he knows YouTubers who have 500,000 subscribers that are doing insanely well, like millionaires, and it's because they work their business well. They get sponsorships. They, YouTube isn't their money maker.
No, it's the
but then he says, and he says he knows like 2 million, subscriber channels that are going week to week. Yeah. Because they just don't know how to work the system as well. So there's a lot more into it. YouTube doesn't pay very well. I mean, YouTube is a whole mess show right now. Like,
it is.
In all honesty, we all know we're just waiting for Twitch to come up with Twitch video. Yeah. And it's a whole other like little side off website or whatever that basically just does YouTube. I've asked people before, like tried to get in touch with people on Twitter, like professional people before, is YouTube a monopoly? Is one of the big questions I've had before. Like, is YouTube a monopoly in its system, or is it so large that it is considered to be like just the place? Like Instagram, that's their general argument. YouTube's argument against being a monopoly is that you can upload videos to Facebook, you can upload videos to Instagram, but those are not designed to be video uploading services.
No, they're not. Of course not. They're not.
Right, and YouTube is designed to be a video uploading service.
Yeah,
there is not any other large-scale video uploading service aside from maybe Vimeo. But Vimeo is, you have to pay to be on. Yes. So is it a monopoly? Could at the end of the day, like another company or some others, like, that we had the VidMe that came around. VidMe was a real nightmare on its upper level. Their management, their owners, everything was so bad. I have a friend who was involved with like the owners of VidMe. He was a YouTuber that got heavily involved in and got to have a lot of conversations with people who were up in charge. And their whole top level was just like a bunch of college kids who were just playing with something, and it got big, and then it fell apart because they had no idea what they were doing.
No, it got too big from the handle. Yeah.
Right, and they wouldn't hire people, and then they stopped the whole thing, saying that they couldn't compete with the marketing on Google and on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so you ask yourself at that point, the only other like gaming video type thing that's big enough to compete with that is Twitch.
Yeah, it makes me think of Skype a lot, to be honest. Like, for a long time, Skype... I know about Discord taking over from Skype a lot. Skype was the only thing out there for video chat, wasn't it? There was nothing else.
Oh yeah, for video chat completely, and then they took over audio and chat for TeamSpeak. Like, no one uses TeamSpeak.
Well, like Skype took over from TeamSpeak, and now like Discord's kind of taken over from Skype. More gaming wise, obviously more social wise, everyone still uses Skype, but for gaming, everyone uses Discord now. It kind of just like moves on from one thing to another, whereas that's never happened to YouTube. But it is it is a possibility though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If somebody big enough, like say Amazon or say Twitch, like decided they wanted to upload style like YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
that could work. Sonar has already done that. You can watch like Minecraft videos. You can watch like, you know, my kids watch like Five Nights at Freddy playthroughs and stuff like that
Yeah.
on Amazon. But it's very picky.
Yeah.
Like you have to go through it. It has to be completely family friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be like really, really, really specific. And but like Twitch is a little more open to some stuff. And I think if they ever started they would have to start something separate because they already do have a video uploading thing.
Yeah.
And people have told me that, like, oh, well, you can just upload your videos and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but nobody looks for crap like that.
No,
like, they don't.
Nobody
look for
goes
that
into
stuff.
Twitch looking for videos to watch.
Right, and Twitch doesn't promote it.
No.
Like, YouTube promotes it. But we all know YouTube's basically turning itself into Amazon.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
that's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. That's the
Yeah.
end game plan. Every marketing, PR, you know, business executive will tell you that. The way they are setting up, they are trying to turn into the next Amazon, Netflix.
Well, they're trying very hard with like buying movies and getting YouTube Premium and all this kind of stuff as well.
Right.
Which
well, I mean, they're doing well business wise. I mean, they're taking their largest creators and they're basically saying, hey, let's make a TV show with you. We're going to pay you this and we're going to pay you that. And, you know, most of the large scale YouTubers have had TV series start up already.
Yeah.
Like
the whole YouTube Red account, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Scare PewDiePie. You've got, who's the cooking girl? She's got like her own thing coming up too. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of them that are like, they're all over the place. I mean, there's so many of them, but they're even doing movies now. I mean, what, like Logan or Jake Paul are supposed to still be in one of those guys, movies.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a whole mess, but we'll have fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm still going to use it because, like I've said, I've told several people before, you know, you can complain about YouTube all you want, because it's the only thing there. It's like everybody's like, well, just don't use it. Go to Twitch. It's like some people can't live stream.
No, well, if your internet isn't good enough to live stream, but it is good enough to upload, then you're going to upload.
Well, like, I can do it, but I can't live stream every night. I mean, my house, like my kids do not allow me to do that.
No. Well, I can get that. I think with live streaming as well. With live streaming, you have to do it at certain hours when people are available. Whereas when you work full time and you got a family, but when you record, you kind of just like add like snippets here and there, join them all together and make a video.
Absolutely.
You don't record like a full video at once. It's pieced together.
Right. Absolutely.
It's definitely something that you have to think about. And the only thing a lot of people appreciate that one video isn't just one like 20-minute session. It's usually a few hours of lots of preparation, clipping things together, lots of editing. It's a long process that people don't really see.
My last episode of Home with the like 8 voice actors, that took me like 5 hours of editing.
The most complicated I've ever done was my Machinima series, which is only have 2 episodes out of the minute, and they were so hard, confusing, and like I don't even like doing them anymore because they're so hard to make. For like 5 minutes video, it's like 3 hours of work for it.
Yeah, no, that's every episode of Home is generally about at least minimum 2 hours worth of editing. But
like again though, that's your like the successful videos. The more you put into them, the more you're getting out of them.
Right.
So my Machinima videos did really well, and obviously your Home series is doing amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's been like an hour now anyway. So I think we can sort of coming to an end now for this interview. I've really enjoyed it.
I heard somebody's I think was that the alarm?
That was my iPhone saying I got a message.
Nice. So yeah, no, it's been really cool, really enjoyable.
So I think to summarize, you got a channel, you're doing lots of different games, and obviously you got this project coming up that we don't know about.
Yes, I do have one that just started too, that everybody does know about.
The new series, yes.
Yeah, the new series, which is like a military-style PvP Minecraft thing with like planes and bombs and like tanks and stuff like that.
What's that game called?
So it's War Girls.
War Girls, right? So I haven't actually had a chance to look at it yet. I actually saw it last night and I thought, I need to ask him about this.
Well, I'm planning. I did a live stream last night, and what I'm gonna do is I plan to do like I'm gonna cut that up and everything and put it on YouTube too, because I know there's people who don't go like can't go to my Twitch stream or don't know I even have one that are on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I'll cut all that up. You'll still be able to see it. So
Well, that's good. So yes, thank you very much for joining me. I'm sure everyone will enjoy listening to this.
absolutely.
And I guess is there any last words or anything you want to say to the viewers before we end this thing?
I mean, have fun in your life.
Yeah.
That's my main thing. Chill out. My whole channel's kind of just about chilling.
Yeah.
Like just calm down,
Yeah.
play something.
Just relax,
hang out,
guys. You know, just chill out.
just relax.
The world's so stressful right now. Just relax a bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a good message to end on. Stay in school. That's a good.
Stay
one.
in school. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, that too. You know, don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah.
Yellow snow is very bad.
Yeah.
Don't drink green water.
I've never heard that one, but that sounds like good advice.
I grew up in a swamp, so it's kind of a, kind of a rule.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks you guys for watching I guess listening to the podcast, since there's not really a video to go with this. And we'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.